My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the DC Collectibles DC Designer Series DC Bombshells Poison Ivy. Now, here we do have Poison Ivy in the packaging. We can see a really lovely image of the figure. We also do have some accessories. We have alternate sets of hands, what appears to be one of her plants, and then a rose for her to hold. Now, I really wasn't too fond of picking up the Bombshell statues. They just never caught my attention, but the figures actually stood out to me, and I had to say they look amazing. All of them do, and I actually have all four of them in hand. So we've already had a look at Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn, and now we're going to have a look at Poison Ivy. She is the third figure of this line. On the side we get this really beautiful artwork of Poison Ivy. I really do love the care that they took in making this packaging. Just really beautiful artwork there. Other figures of this line include the Bombshells Wonder Woman, Bombshells Harley Quinn, Bombshells Poison Ivy, and Bombshells Batwoman. So really happy I have this girl in hand. What I'm going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of her review. So sit tight, everyone. And here we have Poison Ivy posed and out of the packaging. Before we get on to the figure, let's actually show off her accessories. The first accessory she does come with, let's actually move her to the back really fast, is this vine. And of course, Poison Ivy, being Poison Ivy, would have this really nice plant accessory. You can see it has this little piranha-like attachment over here. It's all one piece, so the jaw isn't articulated, and neither is the tongue. But it's a nice flexible plastic, although I wouldn't stretch it too much because it doesn't seem like it's meant to be stretched out. But it's a nice little accessory. You can see the details right here on the rose. Really painted lovely. I don't know what color plastic it is. It does appear to be green plastic with other paints added onto it, but as you can see, it's not just one shade of green. There's actually like a darker green and a lighter green in there. So that's really nice. I do like that this accessory. Her next accessory is this rose. It's a beautiful sculpted rose and looks really nice. Paint got a little thin at the top, but still nonetheless it's a really good accessory. And she does come with two hands that are designed to hold said rose. We do get a left and a right hand. And it looks like the way the right hand holds the rose, it's supposed to be held right here at the top. Well, the left hand appears to be able to hold it anywhere at the stem. And it's a really nice fit. You can see it doesn't really come off. So two hands for, I'm guessing, two separate grips of the rose, because you can see that that doesn't really want to sit in all that well, but we can actually have her holding it. And then we do get two style pose hands. They're not the same. You can see this one's sprayed out open, and then this one has the two fingers joined together. So really nice details. She does come with fist hands in the packaging, and those just come off like the other Bombshell figures that we've had a look at, and they just peg on like that. A little loose on mine. It doesn't take much effort to pull the right hand off, although the fist goes on pretty tight. Is it this one? This hand? No, this hand it's pretty tight as well, so it's just the right molds have a little bit of degradation on them, so they've actually worn out a little bit. But here we have Poison Ivy, and as you can see, a really nice looking figure. I do have one major issue about her, and that is she is wearing high heels. Now, if you know anything about action figures, high heels do not make the best option for standing. As you can see, she doesn't want to stand on her own, and it is a little bit of a challenge getting her to stand. And that is because she is wearing incredibly high heels. You can see almost stilettos. And it just makes it so difficult for her to stand up. But you can get her to stand. As you saw right when I started the video, she was standing on her own free will, so I'm not going to bother fighting it anymore. Let's actually move her back so we can get a close-up of her details really fast. Like with the other Bombshell figures, I think they did a really, really nice job with this face sculpt. You can see the rose on her hair is nicely painted. It's the same color that we got with both the little plant monster and the rose itself, although it does look like it's more detailed here on her hair. You can see the difference is night and day between the details. Really loving the shade of green that they went with on this figure. You can see her hair does have a slight wash in it. I just love the way her hair is, and it's a really nice soft plastic, so good job on DC Collectibles for using a softer plastic for the hair. You can see she does have tattoos running up her arm and onto her neck, and I can only imagine that neck tattoo was really painful. I actually have one on my neck, so I know what that's like. But they did a really good job with all the little details, all those tattoos. It's so intricate. I like it. It's not showing up well on camera, but her top is a different color than her skin. Her skin is actually more of a pale green. I don't know how well that's coming off on camera. You can see she does have her bow, a little bow right here on her brassiere. And then we get to her lower wear, and we do get some nice frill, or not frill, but lace patterns here. And then you can see more tattoos going on her lower back. She is wearing a garter belt, so you can see the bow is painted really nice on both sides, and it is sculpted. It's not just painted on. Then when we get to her stockings, you can see all these really nice intricate patterns, which I really had to say DC Collectibles did a really good job portraying that. I don't know, I just really love the way the Bombshell figures came out. They are so good, and I really am looking forward to more releases of the Bombshell figures. But anyway, moving on to her articulation, I'm going to pretty much just hold her because she's not going to stand on her own. We do have a ball jointed head, although no upward movement. It is hindered by her hair, but we do get some down, some slight side to side, again hindered by her hair. We do get her a full 360 at her head. If you really wanted to fight the hair, you can actually get it around her shoulders, but I'm not going to fight with it. Arms on a ball joint, she does go out. Do a full 360, not at all hindered with her hair. We have a bicep swivel. Double jointed in the elbows. Then we do have a bend and spin at the wrist, so there's the bend. It's a little stiff on mine, but now that it's going, it's pretty free now. So we have a spin and a hinge. Ball jointed torso, so we can actually get her looking up pretty far, forward quite a bit, some side to side, and then we do get some rotation here, but it is a really stiff joint, so be aware of that. Then we also do have an ab crunch, which is a little loose on mine. Not the tightest that I've seen, but you know, it could be worse. It at least holds its pose, so that's not too bad. Legs go forward, back, and out. And then she does have that same drop-down joint, so we can get her almost doing a full split if you really wanted to. And then get her leg even higher up. So that's really cool. We really don't see that joint on domestic figures, so that is impressive for me. We have a thigh swivel, double jointed in the knee. We have an ankle hinge, and a forward-facing pin for rocker, although chances are you're not going to have Poison Ivy standing up, and if you do, good job for you. What I'm going to do now is get her posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review, so sit tight everyone. And here we have Poison Ivy posed for my final thoughts. Overall, she is a gorgeous looking figure. I do have her standing on her own right now. I don't know how long that's going to last, but As you can see, she does stand on her own, and I do have quite a few of her accessories on her, which might be helping her out, I don't know. But again, a really gorgeous looking figure. I am really glad I decided to pick up the Bombshell line. They have not been a disappointment at all. If you're looking for the Bombshell figures, they are hitting specialty store and comic book stores at this time, and if you're looking for them, go ahead and check them out. I actually picked up Poison Ivy as well as the other Bombshell girls at my local comic book store, and you know, I really enjoy going to my comic book store. So if you guys support your comic book stores, pick up some figures. You know, you'll never know what you'll find. I wasn't keen on picking these girls up at first, but having them all in hand, they are such beautiful and well done figures. I am just blown away by them. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000 saying don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other Bombshell figures. All my other action figure reviews are also up. And while you're at it, let me know if there's a figure you guys would like to see me add to my collection. If I can find room for it, I'll definitely have a look at it. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.
My